Welcome back. This is the review for the S&P 500 for Tuesday, December 10th. We're looking at a 5-minute chart with these blue lines down here are our proprietary prediction points. And then we have a prediction point up here that was at 47.75. So these two green lines that you're looking at are basically just support and resistance prices that I drew in from yesterday. And we also had, yesterday we had 41.75. And so, but kind of this area. And I had 41.75 on the chart when we probed up here a little bit, and I went back and looked around on it. So there's definitely was some resistance in here. So that's to be expected on the day before Fed Day, etc. So before I jump into today, I want to run through what happened here in the overnight session. And we had this probe all the way down here to 16 quarter. Now yesterday, I didn't put all the other prediction points on here for today. Yesterday we had a price down in the teens, and we said, if you go back and watch the pre-market walkthrough for yesterday, we said that it was not at all out of the question that we could pull back down into that area. We didn't get quite all the way down there. We were about 2.5 points or so away, but the buyers stepped in and we said we'd call that good enough for now. So there is that. And we did come all the way down here, moved back up here. So let's look at today. So coming into this morning, we had moved all the way up into this price, thought that some pullback would make sense coming into the open, said ideally 29 would hold on a pullback. If we got below that, could very possibly see down, we had 19.5 down there. We said could very possibly see 19.5 down there. Full transparency, I didn't love this move right back here to 26. I said that before, I said it during, I said it after. It was what it was. It's not the highest probability type of trade that we get with prediction points, and it does happen. And then after it happened, as we were getting this movement up away from it, I did go back and look at the chart, and you could see that this was a fairly significant area. But what really kind of gave it away was this big candle that pushed through that price, came right back and tested it, and then up to here. So looking back, hindsight being 20/20, this would have been an area that would have been really good to have hold. And that's how we would have wanted to approach that today. So some of our members bought this, some of them did not. Some of them were looking for a little bit lower move. But then afterwards, there was always the opportunity when we bounced back up here. And it hung around in this area for a minute here. And there was an opportunity to get long and get the move up here. And we still didn't get we got back up to here. So even if you missed if you got long at 29, and if you got stopped out, which is a really tough trade to take because these are 3 points apart. So even if you took the trade at 29, you got out, you got back in. You didn't get in. Let's say you didn't get in at 26, but you did get back in when it broke above 29, and we got back in on here at 29. There was the move up here, at least back up here to this 40.75, 40 half, that area. So that's 11 points. So there's some pretty decent moves. So you lose a couple points on a long, and then you get it long, and you get 11 points on that. So 9 net points on that move. And then if you didn't short and you just waited the rest of the day, there was the rebuy here later in the day. Pulled back down here to 27.75, just 5 ticks below here. This held just fine. And then that pushed up here into the close and kind of died off right here for the time being when we... So, but this moved from 29 all the way back up here to nearly 37, so about another 8 points move on that. So not a ton here. We said today would probably be a little choppy. There'd been a lot of volatility, big range coming into the night. This is 30 something points, so knew that with the Fed day tomorrow we could see that a little bit here today. So pretty straightforward day. We're still looking for, we haven't seen tomorrow's prices yet, but as long as these prices continue to hold down here, it's still looking for that bigger push up. And again, still not out of the question that we could come back and test that 20 area. Not ideal, not out of the question. So we'll see what the Fed day brings tomorrow, and we will see you in the live trade signals.